Polo G was on the road to becoming one of the biggest artists.
Hey, before we start this video, it's a how Polo G destroyed his reputation. Me personally, I don't think he destroyed his reputation, bro. Like, I don't know if it's because he did a little pause in what he was doing. Like, he did a pause after his album, whatever, and he came. Like, y'all seen, I reacted to his last video, last video he just dropped. I don't think Polo G fell off. He just stopped. He didn't produce as much at a time, but he hard though. On my mama, he did not fall off. That's in my opinion. That's in my opinion, bro. Let me know in the comments what y'all think before I start this video, man. I'll give y'all 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright.
Artist in the game, but problems kept coming up. People realized he wasn't the person that they thought he was.
Yo! Yo! Yo!
I didn't see this video.
Stop. You broke as hell. I definitely.
Oh, here we go about the broke and about the money. Oh my god.
You can tell that's Mexican. You can tell that's Mexican. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo! Yo!
Stop.
You broke as hell. I definitely.
Oh, here we go about the broke and about the money. Oh my god.
About the money.
You got $10,000 in your bank account right now. He got $10,000 in your bank account. I'm just saying, bro, because if you die right now, what could you give your kid?
Damn.
If you die right now, what could you give the lady that you in bed with?
Damn.
What could you give to your mama?
Damn.
Have you bought your mama anything?
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you buy your mama a car? Did you buy your mama a house? I did that. I did both of those.
I ain't gonna lie. Speaking like that, bro, like, that's what every nigga need in the back of their head, bro. I ain't gonna lie. What they can provide if they die. Like, you know what I mean? So that should be in the back of every nigga head, bro. Every grown ass man head. If that's not in the back of your head, bro, are you really a man, nigga? Like, what the fuck? That just makes no sense, bro. Like, if that's not in the back of your head, something is truly wrong with you and your goals and whatever you want to do in life, bro. Cause that should be your end result every time.
Do you even got any money in stocks, Bitcoin, anything? What could you get to your kids? You don't have. You broke, bro. I'm telling you what's real. If you die right now, only thing they can say is he was a good officer.
That's enough for me.
At one point,
He was a good
people was
officer.
looking at Polo G like, how you come from rapping about struggling and how hard your life was.
Damn, bro, I like Polo G songs, and it's crazy to see that the guy who's rapped about this, his struggles and shit, know what being broke is. Like, acting like this. Lost some respect. Damn.
To acting like this. Now look, Polo.
Yeah, acting like that is kind of out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? As a grown man, like, you shouldn't let a lot of shit get to you. A lot of shit doesn't need a reaction. Just saying, bro.
Polo came from a place a lot of people don't make it out, Chicago. And what makes the whole situation even crazier, one of the songs that really put him on the map was a song where he was rapping about his struggles. Polo's career started out good. I'm talking about back there in 2018, 2019, he was coming up. I'm talking about him and TJ was going crazy. They was dropping some real good music. These two came fresh in the game and had a song that peaked at number 11 on Billboard. Polo G was becoming this next big artist. He was coming up so quick, but that ain't all good.
See, I didn't see that
the internet
video,
started
bro.
to do what the internet
I did not see that video.
They got to trolling. I'm talking about they was trying their hardest to make fun of Polo G, and it was like anytime you got online and seen Polo G, they was gonna be clowning him in the comments. People started giving him the baby treatment, the baby, little baby treatment. Matter of fact,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's absurd, bro. Giving them the baby and little baby treatment is absurd. That's Polo G, nigga. You know, Lil Baby and the baby, they did their little thing. You know what I'm saying? The baby did his little thing with the little alphabet community and all. But yeah, I don't know what Lil Baby did. Lil Baby, I don't know what Lil Baby did, but
internet name Polo G, and that is true. Basically, throughout his whole career on his biggest songs, he was always on the piano, so people was kind of getting tired of it, and they was making fun of him. And the amount of people calling him Piano G was getting to him because on his
I ain't gonna lie, all his songs don't got pianos in it. Just saying.
One album, he dropped a song on there named Piano G, where guess what? He rapping on a piano beat. And Genius wrote this about the song. Polo G also references the nickname the artist been given by some critics and detractors to call out the lack of versatility in his songs. Despite this, Polo G states that the frequent use of piano allows him to let out his feelings better. and that he embraces the gimmick as it eventually contributed to his success, leading to a more comfortable life away from the mental and emotional pain of his previous life. But all throughout 2019, he was just going up. Same thing with 2020. But during this year, a lot of problems came up. People started to accuse him of selling his soul. And I'm talking about the rumor got so big, he even got online responding to it.
I just want to know why people want to say that I sold my soul. Like, what if, like I watch my son and go to the studio. What would I find time to do like that? Like,
yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Having it, bro.
Oh, the goat and the goat horns. It signifies
what?
The Baphomet. Half y'all ass wouldn't even know how to spell Baphomet if it weren't for autocorrect. You stupid.
2020 was a
that
good
is
year.
true though.
He dropped the album. He was doing all these features, and it got to a point where was charging $85,000 just for a feature. But you're probably thinking like 2020, okay, that was decent, but 2021.
I ain't gonna lie, the Three-Headed Goat album low key, high key hard, bro. Like this is like, I mean, the Goat album is low key hard. Three-Headed Goat, I mean the Goat. Why I don't know why I keep saying Three-Headed Goat, but that song is hard though. But I think that's the song. But this album was hard though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
All these features, and it got to a point where was charging $85,000 just for a feature. But you're probably thinking like 2020, okay, that was decent, but 2021 will be the craziest year of his career. To start, he bought a big $5 million mansion that year, and that's gonna be real important later on in the story. So I want you to just keep that in the back of your mind. The year started out good.
$5 million, remember that $5 million house, bro. Nigga went crazy, just saying.
He dropped his first #1 single, Rap Star, and people was like, damn, it's finna be his year. Until all that kind of went out the window. This year started a pattern with him, and that pattern kind of unfolded right now. So he doing these shows, getting all this money until June 14th, 2021. Polo got arrested for something people get real time over. He out of Miami cooling at his album release party for the Hall of Fame project. And after the party, everything just went left. Right when it happened, his mama hopped on IG talking about what went down.
We're in Miami and we just left Polo's release party. My kids called me in a frenzy saying that the police are all behind them, 20 cars deep, and this is not an exaggeration.
20 cars deep is crazy.
Is the fact
20 cars deep is crazy. Like I don't stay in tune like with all like the social media shit, like all of it on some shit, but like 20 cars deep, nigga. What did you have to do to 20 cars deep though?
Talking about what went down.
We're in Miami and we just left Polo's release party. My kids called me in a frenzy saying that the police are all behind them, 20 cars deep, and this is not an exaggeration. What is ridiculous?
I was just about to say, is she exaggerating to a certain extent, bro? Like, nah.
Black man can celebrate his success and still be looked at as a. Then when I go and I ask them, where is my minor son who's 16 years old, they refuse to let me speak to my minor son. Do you see this?
Nah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you see this? When I say beyond ridiculous, beyond ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. All of this,
who you are, because it's on my Instagram.
All of this is because my son Polo G literally came from his album release party and going to his after party at Allure, and they stopped them because they were driving while black. Let's keep in mind that they were driving in a licensed vehicle with security and a driver, okay? He wasn't even the person driving. Do you know how scary that is? And then when I go and approach them to ask them about my children, and namely my minor son who's 16, they tell us if we don't leave that they're gonna lock us up. I do not know if my children are safe. I do not know if my children are safe, and I need you to flood Miami Police Department and tell them to let my sons go.
Polo G.
They have Polo G, they have T-Baby, and I am not having it. My children will not be a casualty. I have raised my children right. They are respectful people, and we are celebrating the success, and this is how it ends, not on my watch. It's ridiculous. How does a traffic stop when my son's not even driving must turn into a full-on police brigade of 20, 30 cars to drag 3 men out of the car? It's ridiculous. And at the very least, it's egregious and it's racist.
Pretty much, he lead the party, he get pulled over because the tents was a little too dark. And when the cops was trying to get everybody to drop the windows, you could kind of tell Polo and the crew he was with wasn't with that. And so it got to a point where the situation got escalated, and now 12 telling everybody to get out the car. But Polo was screaming at the cops. TMZ wrote this. Cops say they told everybody to get out the car, but Polo G allegedly shot it. F you, what do I gotta get out the vehicle for? According to the cops, they tried to forcefully remove Polo from the car and the struggle ensued. It ended with the rapper and the officer on the ground. Cops say while the officer was trying to put the handcuffs on, bro, he started swinging, throwing elbows. He was striking. He was not
bro turned into a straight MMA
he
fighter.
Hit in the face, in the chin, the forehead.
Straight
and
MMA
another
fighter.
officer say they seen Polo on top of the cop swinging his elbows and hitting. According to the docs, the cops in question suffered an abrasion to the right upper forehead, right chin area, and a swollen, bruised right cheek. But
damn, that nigga really turned into an MMA fighter. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's not nothing to laugh about. Not nothing to laugh about, bro. Just some serious consequences, bro.
They was saying Polo was throwing out threats. He was threatening to kill the cops. He was threatening to knock the cops out. Basically, he was crashing out. When they finally got the handcuffs on, bro, he was kicking the interior door. He was kicking the window.
Damn.
Then the cops found 2 guns in the car. But it's a problem with all of that. So 12 said that's what went down. But some independent witnesses came out with statements saying the opposite. They was contradicting what the cops saying. Now look, we don't know what was said, but we just know it go against how the cops described the situation. But at the end of the day, he did get booked and charged. And his mama was on Twitter not having none of that. So the Twitter account posted Polo G and his charges, and his mama seen and gave her thoughts on how she felt about it. None of these charges would have been possible if the police did not contact with my son Polo G. He was not the driver. He was a passenger in a professionally licensed vehicle with security. He was moving smart and correctly. What more could he have done? But that wasn't all the legal problems he was facing. Fast forward 3 months, he out in LA and once again, a passenger in a car. Bro, y'all hear that rain? Damn. He out in LA and once again, a passenger in the car that got pulled over. And this time, he had a concealed firearm on him, and that's a felony. And so when they found that out, they hit everybody in the car with that charge. In the article, it say a male juvenile got hit with that same charge. And using common sense, it was probably his little brother. Because in the clip of his mama, remember what she said? Him and his brother that was a minor got arrested. Juvenile is a minor, but that's just speculation. That's just connecting the dots. The legal problems wasn't over yet though. Fast forward some months after the LA situation, and a court date came up. And they did do bro right. He did get lucky. They dropped 3 of the charges against him. Then some months later, they dropped the cop attack charges on him. So everything he did got dropped. Granted, he did have to take some anger management classes, but still that nigga got lucky. He allegedly swung on the cop and got the charges dropped. But even though that situation had a happy ending, the way it affected his career wasn't as positive. So remember the clip from the very start of the video where he was disrespecting the cop? That was from this night.
You worked that overtime to still be broke.
So see, again back about the being broke stuff.
How's that benefiting you?
It's an honorable living, my man. It's an honorable living.
$5,000, you couldn't answer that.
It's an honorable living. Bro, I don't care.
Bro.
Can you stop talking?
Him saying he broke and all that stuff, it's out of pocket. Like I mean, I say people broke and all that shit just be laughing goofy. Like with the bros, like you broke his tail or some shit, like on some goofy shit, but like on some real shit, nigga. Like niggas work the 9 to 5, but then they really putting in 401ks to actually like provide. They doing extra shit like, you know, doing side hustles and all that shit. So like you can't really like hate on their grind or whatever they got going on, because they trying to do something, especially grown ass men when they can't do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just help, bro. You hear me, bro? Like they doing the most they can with what they got. Put it like that. That's all I gotta say about that.
Is that what rappers do? All you rappers know how to do is talk? Just shut up already.
I'm about smarter.
Bro, that's great.
I'm smarter than you. I look better than you, and I got more money.
Bro, you're like a little kid. I'm smarter than you. I look better than you. Bro, like you're like a little kid, bro. Are you serious?
I bet you
Smarter than you. I look better than you. Well, you got 8 pluses, bro. Shut up.
Tell me your Instagram.
My girl don't got Instagram, bro. That's not new age stuff.
Facebook or Twitter. I bet you I bag your face.
So yeah,
nah,
he
that's
might have
crazy.
got off free, but to the public,
That's absurd though. I ain't gonna lie. I bet I bag. Nah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
they started to look at him like he was kind of a cornball. They was feeling like Polo G was this entitled brat. That's basically how the internet was feeling. And I'm not hating. I'm just telling you how the world felt. But there was a whole situation I ain't even mentioned yet. And before I tell y'all about that, make sure you join the Discord. Link is at the top of the description. During the time all these legal battles was happening, his mama got in her own little situation. It's the middle of the night. She in the crib sleep, and she get an alert on her phone saying the doorbell has some motion. And so she opened it up. And I'm telling you, these niggas was on some Rainbow Six Siege time. It was people at all sides of the house.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This shit not funny, bro. Rainbow Six Siege timing, bro. Them niggas probably one came through the window. Went through the garage, bro. One came through the front door. You can't beat that. Cause like they surrounded you the whole time, even though you gotta focus on one point. You gotta focus on one point of entry on some shit, but then they surrounding you. That's really on some Rainbow Six Siege shit. You know what I'm saying? Get a grapple, climb up to the window type shit. Go to the second floor. You know, but let me stop talking. This is a serious matter.
And at the same time, they kicked them doors in.
This is a serious matter.
Wasn't with that. She seen that go down. She grabbed the fire up there and let some shots go. And luckily she did have that strap on, because when them shots came out, every single one of them robbers ran away. And after all that went down, Polo G hired 24/7 armed security at her house. And by the time 2022 came around, the talk around his name wasn't really about the music. It slowly started to push away from the music and more into the legal problems he was in, because he wasn't dropping no music. And basically, 2022 wasn't really nothing too exciting for Polo G, other than him and Herb getting sued for $300,000. Basically, they allegedly signed a contract with a
Polo G and Herbo. Catch $300 lawsuit. You took concert money. You took her concert money and ran to another show. Damn.
Promoter to perform. But then these two double booked concert dates in Tampa and Atlanta while the show was happening in Tampa. Meaning, they didn't go to his show. They went to another one in Atlanta while his show was in Florida. And the promoter was saying this cost them over $300,000 in damages. 105 for Polo, 43 for Herb, then nearly $200,000 to pay the venue, soundstage, lighting, advertising, promotion, nigga, hosting everything. For some months after this, he was cool and wasn't fighting no cops, wasn't arguing with nobody.
Right, that's good. Till
early 2023. This was around the time Gunna was getting accused of being a rat and people was turning on him. Well, people started to drag Polo G into it. Pretty much every artist was dissing.
I didn't know they dragging Polo G into that.
Following him. So when people checked Polo G following and seen he didn't follow Gunna, they brought him right into.
I'm back to the action. Back to that action. Look at that.
Rad and people was turning on him. Well, people started to drag Polo G into it. Pretty much every artist was disowning Gunna. Everybody unfollowing him. So when people checked Polo G following and seeing he didn't follow Gunna, they brought him right into all of it. No Jumper was online posting saying Polo G follows the trend and unfollows Gunna, but Polo wasn't having none of that. He hopped on IG defending himself, randomly getting brought into some controversy. I wasn't never following him. Y'all be on my meat. I don't follow behind nobody. I make my own decisions as a man, and I do a good job at minding my business. You don't see me in stuff for a reason. I don't mess with y'all good or bad, plain and simple. But even though he was in all these problems with people from all across the industry, that man was still working on music. He still had something waiting for the fans. 2 years after his last album, QR codes randomly start popping up on all these posters across LA. And on August 15th, after people started getting hyped about it, he dropped the album trailer and told the world the album was finally coming out in September. He ain't dropped in 2 years. His fans is hungry, but he ain't know what August was finna have in store for him. August 23rd came around, and remember that mansion I was talking about from earlier? Well, this where that come back into play. This day, dozens and dozens of cops pull up to his crib, full body armor, full suit, everybody suited up. They raided his house. They ran right in there and took everybody out of handcuffs, and 12 wasn't playing. They searched the crib, found guns and all of it. But the thing is, Polo G wasn't a felon, so he could have a strap if he wanted to. And Polo lawyer had this to say: it's widely known that Polo G ain't a convicted felon and never was a felon. I personally got all his charges in Miami dismissed when he was, in our opinion, wrongfully arrested and charged. They refused to allow access to our client, which is illegal and unethical in practice. And someone got to answer for these new wrongful actions. Problem was, this wasn't just one gun. This wasn't just two. This was 7 different weapons. I'm talking about he had a whole arsenal in here. It was all kind of guns in there. XXL said this: Polo G was arrested and is now facing charges of illegal possession of a short barrel rifle. 7 weapons got found in his home when the police searched it on Wednesday. But you probably got a question on your mind, right? Like, why did they raid his house? Well, his brother was staying there, and his brother was getting into some problems. So on August 15th, his brother named Trip.
His brother is hard though at rapping and shit. Just saying.
Trich Baby was at a music video shoot, and he allegedly tried to rob the director. They saying Trich Baby walked up on him, right? And he was getting ready to rob him. But this wasn't no regular robbery. He didn't just go in his pockets. He told that nigga, get your phone out and wire me the money. You know how crazy it is for somebody to rob you, and instead of just taking the money you got on you in person, he goes through your phone and makes you wire him some money. But when 12 first came,
wiring is
both Polo and his brother got hit with some wild charges. They hit him with kidnapping, robbery, and assault with a deadly weapon. And with all this going on, Polo G delayed the album. And I'm not talking about no little delay, a month or two. I'm talking about he delayed this album from September 2023 to August 2024. And that's okay. He just delayed his album a whole year. It can't get no worse than that. A few months later, his brother caught a body. Soon after Polo house got raided, they saying his brother got into a drive-by and smoked the dude. And this was just 3 months ago from this video. I don't know what else Polo G got in store, but the past few years of his life been straight problems. Then on top of all the problems, he's still a music artist. He still got fans that's hungry for music. And he ain't gave them an album since 2021. And we is in 2024. Even though Polo G is getting all this money, he's still going through real life problems. Hopefully he can lock in, because the way it's looking right now, it ain't going too well. Kind of like the artist from our last video, Ski Mask. This man done went through so many life problems and nearly abandoned his rap career. But lately, he been turning everything around and changing up.
Alright, let me know that in the comments if y'all want me to react to that one. I ain't gonna lie, Ski Mask shit, bro. Let me know if y'all want me to react to that, bro.
Opinion on him, and that video is on screen right now.
And I just react to this video. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be posted before this video, so go look at that one. But other than that, bro, let me know in the comments if y'all want me to look at the Ski Mask problems and whatever you know it is. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if y'all think this is a W or L vid, all that things are above. Subscribe to the channel, like I said. Share the video, like the video. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'm out.
When I drip in designer, I'm on some shit that's way more finer. Looking for me, I'm behind you. I'm with the gang that's way more choppers. Clip full of them piranhas. Bullets biting you, ain't make it to mama. Shoot a gang with the drama. Fuck it up and then we split it in the comments. I be focused on the check, the niggas really cannot compete with me. Shorty used to try to flex a line, now she wanna come meet the G.